Hi, this is Tom James from the East Table. We're here back at Sorrento, Florida. It's March 30th. We're going to do a 3-year-old review with trainer John Butenschoen. John, why don't we just kick right off with one of our trotters, Old Blue Eyes.
Oh, next week we'll know. This first go around qualifiers, we've trained him to the race bike the last 3 times. Trained him in 2-3, then we come back in 2-2, and we train him today in 2-1 and change. I think a back half 57 and 3 or 4 maybe. Was real happy with the way he trained. He's coming along good. Had a real nice winter. He matured up, filled out real good. It's going to be exciting to see what he comes back here now this year as a 3-year-old. You know, I'm very hopeful that as a 2-year-old he was a bigger, stronger version if anybody was involved with vacation credit, and how he came back as a 3-year-old. You know, I'm looking for him to come back similar to him, but maybe a touch better.
Okay.
He just is very pleased so far. Like I say, today's Friday the 30th, next Friday the 6th of April. We'll qualify him and either qualify him back on the 13th or the 21st of April, depending how things go, and be ready to roll in New York.
Okay, but he's where you want him to be.
He's right where we need him to be.
Super. How about Allsteinem?
He's come back real strong here. Tyler's over there. Yeah. He's waiting to qualify him. I have not gone with him the last 3 times he's trained his fast trips to the
Tyler's
race
over
bike.
here saying he's good. He's good.
Tyler's been going with him. I've been in the sets with him. Today we trained him in 57 flat. We come from way back. The guy that was cutting the mile was misreading his watch, and me and Tyler were laying back. You watch the video. Me and Tyler are laying back with Easy Noah and Allsteinem, and they come home real good and strong. We're very pleased with him. You know, I'd like to, you know, all things being equal, whenever anybody's asked, he's one that didn't physically mature out like Old Blue Eyes or Easy Noah did. Nothing's wrong with him. He's just going to be a lighter frame horse. You know, if you could have any druthers as to change anything on him, you know, I'd like to see him be a little more muscular. But you know, plenty of small rock and roll heaven. He could flat ass make it. So
Again, right where you want him to be.
He's right where we want him to be. You know, he's been in 57. If we qualify in 59 next week, I'm not really worried about that. If he qualifies in 55, then that's fine too. You know, I want to give him a good experience, have him finish strong. And the clay racetrack down here, it changes. If it's a little wet from the water truck in the morning, or if we have rain the night before, it can be off a few seconds. So we'll just kind of play it by ear. You know, the time is irrelevant right now to me. It's how they're doing it, and they've got plenty of miles. I mean, this has been a really mild winter for us.
How they're going, staying sound, doing what you're asking them to do.
Doing attitude and soundness right now.
Okay.
We want to come out of Florida with a fit, happy horse, and that's where we're at, I think.
How about Easy Noah?
Everything that I said about Allsteinem, I'll reiterate on Easy Noah, except for the fact that he did mature and fill out, and really looks well. I mean, he trained good, coming back strong. You know, I think we got a fit, happy horse coming out of here, ready to qualify next week.
Great. One of the Illinois breds, Sergeant Striker.
He got set behind just a little bit. We trained him today in 2-1. Had a stifle that was bothering him. Worked on that about 3 weeks ago, I think it was now. So he missed a couple of those faster training trips. We trained him in 2-3, then we come back today 2-1. Actually, he cut the mile for Old Blue Eyes, I believe it was. Come home a decent last half there, and happy with him. We'll probably try qualifying him, simply because they have the qualifiers, and it's nice to get them qualified here, so we don't have to worry about that when they get up north. We won't look to go along as fast because we're just set back a week or 2 with them. But condition-wise, winter-wise, everything, he's coming along okay.
Okay. The other Illinois bred, Moment of Magic,
is actually going to qualify tomorrow. We trained her in 59 last week with Easy Noah and Joy Rocking, and then Easy Noah trained in 57 today. So all things being equal, if the track's good at Spring Garden Ranch tomorrow, we could see that kind of a mile out of her. I just want to give her a good experience. You know, same thing. We'll qualify her tomorrow and either back 1 or 2 more times before we ship north. Same thing. Matured, looks good, feels good. Really pleased with her last training trip that I went with her. You know, hopefully we should be okay.
Okay. You look to take the Illinois breds back to Illinois?
The Illinois breds will go back to Illinois.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense. The other one is going to qualify tomorrow, Joy Rocking.
Claddy.
Claddy.
Here comes Claddy.
We think Claddy. Ann
I tell you, she's a filly that we quit with last year. She has a little confirmation with issues with her knees, and she started to get a little sore. Before we developed any problems, we decided to kick her out and brought her back. Went a little while with her, discussed the schedule, and decided to quit with her for the winter and bring her back down here. And I'm really glad that that's what the decision was. Within the last month, she's really come to life. Training, big, strong filly, training really good. She does go to her knees. You know, I don't know what half mile track racing or something like that's going to be for her, but ability wise, she's really starting to show something. So I'm happy with her. Even though she didn't race last year, I think she's got some potential there. You know.
Knock on wood.
Mhm.
So far, so good. That's great to hear. How about another one that didn't race last year? 4 Beers.
We're training him with the 2-year-olds.
Right.
He's ranked with Troon, Duel in the Sun, Spotlight on. I've been in 217. He's training real well. He's one that when he was bought as a yearling, he was the size of a weanling, very, very small. Turned him out, and that really benefited him. He's not a real big horse, but he's a very strong, good going, muscular colt. That time of maturity
Kind of
really,
filled out, not really up.
yeah,
but,
I mean, he's just a solid horse. He's
a
not
fire
tiny.
plug.
He's not tiny by any means. He's not going to be a large horse, but he's training well. You know, haven't put the screws to him enough to know exactly where we're at ability-wise, but there's ability there.
Okay. The other aged horse we have down here is Vacation Credit.
Mm-hmm.
4-year-old trotter.
Trained him in 59 today on the front end. He was real good. Had a good winter. You know, I'm hoping that he tried 56 there at Poconos last year. If we can find another half a second or a second by another year's age or what, get him somewhere, trot 55 and 3 to 56 and 3 range every weekend, week out of Poconos or wherever. We'll have a nice little useful race course for the amount of money they go for there. So
Okay. So during the next 3 weeks, you have some qualifiers taking place here. And after that, you'll look to move on back to either Pocono or back to Illinois with the Illinois bred. And
yep, well, Pocono vicinity. You know, I'm leaving Sunday to go look at the training center. Once I get back from there on Tuesday, I'll start talking to the shippers, make arrangements, look at qualifiers, and we'll figure out who's going where and when we'll be ready to go.
hopefully in another month or so, we'll be back racing.
Yep, that's fine.
Sounds good. Thanks, John. Appreciate your help. Good luck again this year. And this is Tom James from Sorrento, Florida. We'll talk to you again soon.